Today on the Rumors Comedy Cast, Jordan Welwood talks to Chris Locke, who compares Miley Cyrus and Justin Bieber to skinny lollipops and calls his mother an idiot. Follow us on Twitter, YouTube, iTunes, and Facebook at Rumors Comedy.
Welcome to Rumors Comedy Cast, episode 26. We're here with Chris Locke, just got into town, and just had a wonderful performance in front of a full crowd.
It was wonderful. Thanks so much.
Yeah, welcome.
So was your performance.
Thank you. Appreciate that. You're the first guest to throw me a bone.
Yeah, there you go. Jordan, take this bone.
I will receive your bone with gratitude. What did you think of the show? First night in town? First one under the belt?
I really liked it. Everyone was very nice, kind, pretty, and tough and strong. And I think they're all going to make it.
You really got to know everyone here tonight.
Yeah, I think everyone's going to... They're working hard. They're ambitious. They're focused, and I think they're going to achieve everything they wanted to achieve.
This is the best we have to offer. We gave to you on the first. All the doctors and lawyers and up and comers.
Yeah, there's a glimmer in everybody's eye at this club, and it's very nice and comforting to see. And it reinstills my own faith in just trying to live life and achieve goals. You know,
you were on a real downslope, and then this show kind of
I was going to kill myself.
Oh yeah.
Many times until coming to Winnipeg. So thank you, everybody.
Yeah. Normally it's the other way around. But thanks.
Yeah, well, I haven't been here in the winter yet. So
yeah, that's a whole different vibe.
Like, how many people say Winnipeg winter jokes? Aren't you sick of it?
Yeah, you know, I'm having grown up here. Yes, I'm sick of it. But it's one of those. I was trying to explain to people the weather here is weather's the lowest form of conversation, right? But here sometimes it's so extreme. It's it is worth talking about. It is holy shit, it's cold out because it's inhuman. It was colder than Mars.
Yeah, old people die.
Yeah,
here.
Yeah, young healthy people would die if they
really
stay out too long.
Yeah, but they don't have Alzheimer's.
That's true.
They're I remember I need to get inside.
Yeah, wait a minute, it's cold out.
Yeah. Colder than Mars, eh? Isn't that amazing? Yeah. That means we can terraform Mars no problem. Winnipeggers can.
Yeah, that will be our time in 2035.
Yeah, I know who can go.
I don't need a jacket. That's another stupid thing. People are like, oh, you're tougher because you brave the elements. It's no, people here just complain more.
No, we have more comfy basements.
Yeah, we go outside less. And
with heaters, more blankets.
Yeah. So you came up in Toronto. That was born and raised, or?
Yeah.
Yeah. What was the Toronto scene? It's big.
It's huge.
And it's awesome, and it churns out a lot of awesome comics.
Yeah.
But what was your kind of foray into that scene like?
It was a mess because I started tinkering with stand-up around late 99, early 2000. Mm-hmm. But I guess I was doing weird open mics, and I wanted to do I wanted to play with friends more, so I got into improv and sketch.
Okay, yeah, team building,
which is also a big, huge scene there. Yeah, working with people and getting loose on stage and finding those feet, you know.
Yeah, yeah.
And then my sketch troupe did really good for a few years. With me and my buddy Brian Barlow, we were called the Gerg, but then people only knew me as the Gerg.
Okay.
So then I was like, I got to do stand-up again too.
Yeah.
And then that's when I really took it seriously, so they could know my own name.
That's awesome. Yeah. You're
mean it?
You wanted to be a star. You had to cast aside the crusty.
Yeah, my sketch partner is destitute now. He's living in a dumpster. You actually
stole a lot of money from him during the transition thing.
Yeah. I ripped him off, and I even now I go by his dumpster, which is outside of Montana's, and I take old food out of his hands just to make sure he knows
he found
that I'm still doing it. Yeah,
yeah, that's good. That's the mark of a true champion.
Yeah,
you were also in the sketch troupe Laugh Sabbath, which was huge.
Well, yeah, it's not really a sketch troupe. It's it sounds so corny, but it's a collection of like-minded individuals, I guess.
Yeah.
Or it's just friends that think each other are funny.
Yeah. And you guys chuck the name on it, and you guys kind of go up and do your own thing. And do you do stand-up during those shows?
I do now because I'm not a producer of the shows anymore.
Okay.
So I'll just jump on and work on some stuff. But there's a lot of character stuff, and me and my friend Aaron Eves used to host a show for 6 years called Let's Get Hot, and so that was more like a late night show kind of bit. So
cool.
It wasn't stand-up. It was written bits, and other characters would come on, or other comedians would come on, and we'd interview them as characters. Kathleen Phillips, who is my wife now, who also comes here a lot to film Sunnyside.
Yeah, we were talking about that earlier.
The sketch TV show. And Brian Barlow, who I mentioned, was my sketch partner. And Nathan Fielder was a regular guy on the show for years until he went and became a huge famous man.
Yeah. Nathan Fielder of Nathan For You on Comedy Central.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Which is amazing.
So you've had some great company coming up in Toronto.
Yeah, most of those original Last Sabbath guys are in LA doing great. I'm still in Toronto because, I don't know, I like it.
Well, coming from
I like
Winnipeg,
LA too. But
Toronto's our New York and from Winnipeg. You know what I mean? And
but you know what's so
LA
funny
too,
is Toronto in the States is like they're Chicago or something.
Yeah.
They're like, oh, good, you're good in your city, but you're not in one of the main cities.
We're their Buffalo in Winnipeg. Do you know what I mean?
No, you're there like Minneapolis.
I mean, yeah, that's not so bad. Comparing cities is like a weird thing to do. You look a shitty Pittsburgh. It's like, what is that? How do we get their baggage? We have our own weird baggage.
Maybe you guys are like their Buffalo, all right?
Maybe. I'm like underselling ourselves.
I don't know what's better. I feel like Minneapolis is better than Buffalo.
Oh,
by
totally.
far.
I think 110%.
Yeah, okay, good.
We got an
good.
NHL team now, so we're...
Yeah, the Jets are back.
Yeah.
Yeah, my wife got me a shirt for the Jets last year when her first time here, and I wear it, sure, but I don't really follow hockey, especially because I'm from Toronto.
You should just wear it on stage here and be like, go Jets, and just really
Go
pander
Jets for a whole hour?
For an hour. They'll love you.
Go Jets, you fucking nuts. You love it? Yeah.
That's terrible advice. Don't do that.
Is this right? Like I just point at the shirt the whole time? Do I have this right? Do you guys have Jets here? Why are you guys called Jets anyways? You should be called the Winnipeg Old Men That Died Outside.
That does have a catchy ring to it.
Yeah.
It's just like a frozen hand coming out of a snowbank. Like
the Winnipeg busted off frostbite arms.
Tongue stuck to a pole. Like,
yeah. I wish we
death.
could name the hockey team now.
They had like a
They have
voting
jets,
process.
yes, at the Winnipeg airport, but it's not like a major thing.
The Winnipeg Commercial Airliners, they should have called it.
Yeah.
No, there's a
the
military,
Winnipeg airport, like everybody.
There's like a history of
Jets here?
Yeah.
Oh, okay, I didn't know.
The 1990 Jets. That's basically what came of it.
What,
Do you feel when you're? This is a good question. When you're in Toronto, because hosting the shows, I do local humor.
Like I said, this is a good question.
This because I just popped top of my head.
This is a good question, Jordan. Good work,
I
Jordan.
do that with jokes too. This is a good joke. Wait, no.
I think I did that tonight. I was like, that's funny. Yeah.
Sometimes it's good to remind them.
Yeah.
Yeah, but do you ever doing stand up in Toronto, the local stuff there? When did you ditch doing local material, or did you ever have like the Leafs this year? Like, did you ever get into that?
No,
you just avoided it at all costs. Yeah.
I mean, like if I'm on a show, and the show is in a neighborhood where I saw something funny, I'll probably open by riffing about that.
Yeah.
But that doesn't happen that often. I like writing jokes that can kind of go anywhere.
Yeah.
So, I mean. Yeah, I tried to talk about the revolving restaurant tonight. I didn't even have anything real punchy to say. Like it's always kind of like it feels weird, like in pandery sometimes.
Yeah, people like to hear
unless you see something that you think is super funny and you want to talk about it.
And it's unique to a city. Or,
yeah.
I don't know. I just feel like hometown. You always have some connection to it, so you end up writing a joke by accident almost. Like it kind of just comes.
Oh
out
right.
Sometimes,
Well, you know what? Actually, I have a joke that I didn't do tonight, but I should because you guys. Like, who rules Winnipeg? A&W.
Yeah.
And, right? It's
There's
like
a lot
on
of
every
them.
block, there's
I
an
worked at
A&W burger.
A&W for 3.5 years.
There you go. They take care of you here.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, like...
Largest employer of...
But there's some in Toronto, and I wrote a joke a while ago about wanting a teen burger, but then being like, no, you're not teen burger anymore. You're Uncle Burger, like
stick to your class.
And then when I ordered the Uncle Burger, they were already made because the women were like, "Oh, we saw you come in," And then, so I was like, but then I ditched that joke because going to do shows in the States, they have A&W, but it's way more sparse.
Yeah.
And they don't do the family thing.
Oh, really? Yeah.
They don't. It's not a big deal like teen burger, mama burger, papa burger.
It's crazy.
Expecting mother burger or whatever.
Teen mom burger.
Yeah. So I was excited today. I was like, I actually had A&W when I got into town and was like, oh, I could bring that joke back here because, last month when I was visiting Kathleen here, we saw like 800 A&Ws.
Yeah, there's a lot. I didn't really get that until
I think they beat McDonald's here.
They're close. They're neck and neck, I think. Delicious, salty burgers. In the States, though, you're right, though. It's like little towns will have it. Like in the prairies, at least, it's like every little town has a Chicken Delight.
Yeah.
Are you familiar? Do they have those in Toronto?
No.
The headquarters is like a big skyscraper, maybe? No?
Is it?
I don't know.
In Toronto? Yeah.
Yeah, the Chicken
There's
Delight.
a giant chicken that sits on top of the CN Tower. Is that what you're talking about?
Yeah, that's probably what I was.
Yeah, we thought it was a monster, but maybe it's just a mascot.
It's a mascot.
I know on the East Coast you go and you see Mary Brown's all the time. Have you toured out there?
No, I haven't been out there.
It's like, people are like, oh, you're in, especially Newfoundland. They're like, in Newfoundland, you got to go to Mary Brown's. And then I was like, I want to. And then I looked up the sodium content of their main chicken burger. And it was literally like the words, fuck off, burn in hell. Like, it was so bad for you. I'm like, how do you guys survive these chicken burgers?
Maximum sodium level.
And I don't think they do. Have you been to Newfoundland? I don't think they survive their own chicken burgers.
Keeps the population in check. Mary Brown's, that doesn't even sound good. That's like doesn't sound like a person I'd want to meet.
If your name is Mary Brown and you're listening right now, we're so sorry.
I was told to say that by the A&W people.
A&W, what kind of name is that? I'd not like to meet that guy.
Albert and Walter.
Albert and Walter, two jerks. What is it? Is it Albert and Walter?
I think it's Albert
You
and
worked
Walter.
there.
I did. I
didn't even know.
They drilled that into our head during the rigorous
Two
training
Uncle
process.
Burgers, Albert and Walter.
Did you, that was my shitty first job. What was yours before you got
I worked in a gourmet burger restaurant in Etobicoke where I grew up called Magoo's.
Whoa.
Yeah. It's gourmet, all right? We had to wear bow ties and... it was in a pool.
Large, thick glasses.
It was in a pool, and we walked the burgers across the pool to the people relaxing.
Just a thin plate
in the
of
deep
glass.
end. Yeah, it was really weird. No, but one thing happened in Magoo's was like, I was stocking the fridge with like a 2-4 of Snapples one time, and this girl Daphne, who she has no idea, but I had a crush on her in high school. She was there, really cute girl. I never kissed her. She never knew. But anyways. She goes, hey, Chris, you work here? And I go, yeah, hey, how's it going? And the whole 2-4 of Snapples dropped on the ground and smashed. And then my bosses yelled at me in front of Daphne. Yeah. So that was my first shitty burger job.
It was a scarring moment.
But we used to smoke, like I don't smoke anymore, but we used to smoke cigarettes in the back room. They let us smoke cigarettes while making the burgers with our hands.
Oh, like a classic diner. Like,
yeah.
Bing, did you hit the little thing with a spatula? Like the little...
Yeah, and I put my butt out in the burger, and people ate it, and they were like, this is why it's good. It's different.
Those are the days, though, right?
Yeah, gourmet means there are Du Maurier ashes in it.
Those are expensive cigarettes.
Yeah.
Kind of, I don't know.
Yeah, they are.
We used to whip eggs at the 7-Eleven across the street when we were at downtime.
And you'd go, haha, you're not A&W.
Yeah, I guess so.
Like you guys had brand
pretty
loyalty.
Incriminating, like just launching them across the street. But
that's amazing. You want to hear a good egg story?
Mm-hmm.
Because I think that's really good.
This is a new segment, egg stories.
Egg story. What's your egg story, John Lovitz? If he ever does it. Is Gilbert Gottfried going to do this?
I don't know yet. I hope so.
I remember tossing eggs.
Is that good?
A famous lady.
Famous lady.
I wouldn't know how to handle. Hey, Winnipeg, derp derp. He'd just scream at me. I'd be like, you're Iago. This is nuts. Sorry.
Oh right, is that the parrot's name?
Yeah.
Yeah, from Aladdin.
Yeah, that was a big movie for me.
Thanks for having me on your podcast so we can talk about other famous guys.
You brought them up.
I know.
Get your tickets now.
No, I do think it's funny that like I'm here this weekend and then the next weekend it's like John Lovitz and then
I'd put you in the same stratosphere.
Oh, that sucks. I'm not going to elaborate on that.
Yeah. You're the same as...
Is my double chin that fucking big, man?
Not physically.
That's why I grew a beard.
Oh, man.
So, like, this guy that I went to high school with was a real bad kid, so I'm not going to name him because he ended up being in the news later. Like, really bad kid. But when you're a kid, you think, like, it's wild, it's fun. So we drove around in my friend Matt's, like, minivan all the time. His mom had a minivan.
Cool.
And we'd put way more drunk and high kids in there than it could fit. And then one night we were doing that. We were all drunk and high. Not him. He was sober driving. And
he's not that bad.
This is a Etobicoke. Yeah, he's not that bad. He's just helping bad people. Yeah. And then someone, the bad guy got eggs in the passenger seat, and he was egging cars normally, but this was the best thing he did. So it's very bad, very dangerous. But we were all cheering because we were young idiots. But he pulled up to a car, and then, what happened was, so a car coming the other way, we're going north, it's going south. He does a hook shot out the passenger seat window over the minivan, and it smashes on the windshield of the car going, south.
He skyhooked it.
And we were like, oh, like a whole van full of shitheads going like,
yeah.
But then the guy skidded and turned around and chased us. And when he pulled up beside the passenger window, he rolled down the window to yell at the guy on the passenger side, like, are you fucking nuts? You do that? And then the guy on the passenger side just went, boom, and egged him in the face. Like, that's bad, right?
Oh, it's really bad.
That's very bad.
But
we
also
were like,
epic for the
like idiot, like 16-year-olds. We were like,
He's a hero for that portion of his life.
But I won't say who it is, but that guy ended up in the news in the last few years for being very bad.
Justin Bieber egging houses.
Yeah, that's who it was. I grew up with Justin Bieber. I look way worse than him.
You started partying a little earlier.
He looks great.
He does. He looks fantastic.
He has more tattoos than me. Yeah.
Oh, that's horrible.
I get him and Miley Cyrus mixed up. They both look great. They're
just tween. They're very confusing.
Yeah. They both look like these weird skinny lollipops with big brown hair. I don't know what I'm talking about. Yeah. They're interchangeable for sure. No, Miley Cyrus is good. Justin Bieber's annoying.
Pop stars used to have acne, though. He never went through an acne phase. Right? Remember Britney Spears? Like,
I'm sure they like zapped it off with like some sort of ray gun. And
stuck him in a thing and clamped him down.
Yeah, he got chemo for acne. Justin Bieber was like,
that now.
He came out with no hair, no eyebrows.
For AIDS also works on acne, and only 10 people can afford it.
For cancer, not AIDS.
Oh, okay.
Or does it work for you? I guess. Do they use it for AIDS?
I don't know.
I know they use fat joints.
Sign me up. Yeah.
Both you and I are getting very sick after this podcast just for being dicks.
Well, yeah, I guess we can go throw eggs now and not worry about the consequences.
Well, sure, if that's what Winnipeg's all about. Take that, 7-Eleven. We'll just be over here all the time. Looking at you.
You're on our turf. You can't go anywhere.
I can't believe you guys would throw them and then stand there and be like, should we go get Doritos from there now?
Yeah, well, someone ate your thing. It's crazy.
Yeah, can I have a taquito? Aren't you the egg guy? Shut up.
Can you make change for us? We don't run out of...
Yeah, come get an Uncle Burger and shut up.
Yeah. You released a CD. Was it last year or the year before?
2014.
2014. So last year.
Yeah. It's more like a digital download.
A digital download, but it was very successful.
I brought some to sell tonight, but I get too embarrassed about it, so I never sell them.
Oh, that's not... Don't do that.
The most I think is like, if you like the show, go online and you'll see it online.
Yeah.
Because like every time I try to like say it on the mic, it's so embarrassing.
Like,
have you ever tried to sell merch while you're performing?
But there's like, check out. Normally, like comics have like some sort of line or like.
No one believes that. Even like if you just killed the whole time too, by the time you are like, buy my album, they're like, yeah, he's not good. What? I don't know. That's how I feel. It's too embarrassing.
You gotta change that inner monologue to buy my CDs.
Yeah, I'm insecure.
Well.
But anyways, it's on iTunes.
It sounds great.
It's really fun. It was the #1 on iTunes comedy album chart for the first 2 weeks it was out.
Yeah, that's unreal, man. That's why
Vice magazine did a piece on it, and it was very nice.
Yeah, so that's reason enough. Just say that when you want to sell it. I'd buy it based off that recommendation.
Yeah, but saying that's not funny.
Yeah, do you find Canadian comics, like when you work with Canadian comics and then American guys are a lot more comfortable with that
Canadian
aspect?
comics are pathetic.
We're bad at like selling. Oh, I'm sorry.
We're losers.
Can you buy my CD? Sorry.
We're like Eeyore with a beer belly.
He has a beer belly.
Yeah, you're right.
Yeah.
That's why he's so depressed. He's an alcoholic.
Yeah, alcohol's a downer.
Can you pin my tail on again? I had a fucked up Friday night.
What an awful child.
Winnie the Pooh is like so high. He's like, sure, man, bring your ass over here.
Yeah, I'll pin it back on.
I'll pin it back on.
Here's some honey.
Piglet's like, I'm like that. That guy was so weird tonight, saying that some dicks are like piglets. What the hell?
Oh, yeah. During the contest, you said you got a big hog. Is like you got a big dick, and then some people have little piglets.
That's why I didn't hear the hog part.
Yeah.
I was like, you just went. Yeah, that's good.
Little piggy.
You guys listening at home, a guy doing stand up tonight called Little Dick's Piglets.
That's gonna catch on. He's gonna have a new special.
So it's a whole Winnie the Pooh themed night tonight.
Winnie the Pooh / dick and balls talk.
Which is what
None of them wear
Pooh.
pants, so
No.
it's fair game.
Yeah.
Did you
No
have
cartoon animal wears pants. It's crazy.
Did you have a favorite childhood cartoon? What was your thing you grew up on? I mentioned mine was Aladdin. What was your?
Oh, but yours was a movie then? So you just didn't watch
like Disney character, you know?
it? Like after school, I liked Thundercats,
Nice.
G.I. Joe.
All the most macho of all the 80s action heroes.
Yeah.
He-Man? Was
Isn't
that
that
a
weird?
thing?
Yeah, He-Man I liked. One time, my mom, when I was a little kid, I was into He-Man, like 5 or 6.
Mm-hmm.
She bought me Castle Grayskull, or like, okay, no, here, I ruined the story already, but she got me Castle Grayskull for Christmas. But as a kid, I thought it was Santa. It's like Santa got it for me. So
Yeah.
I was like, amazing. And then a year later, I asked for something for Christmas, and she was like, but I got you Castle Grayskull. You never play with it. And I'm like, Santa got it. And then that's how she ruined it. What an idiot, right?
Jesus.
Mom, if you're listening, you're an idiot.
She just wanted credit for the gift she bought you, I guess.
yeah, she's like, I bought you that with my own goddamn money. Can you believe it?
And your life
Most
was crushed.
moms wouldn't buy this shit.
No kidding.
Yeah, I like He-Man.
Cool. We have
Cool. All right.
He-Man. I don't even know why I asked that. I just thought.
One time, me and my dad, because he took me to see a Care Bears cartoon movie,
Oh, no way.
but I feel like I was just getting a little bit older, and so we were both sitting there through the whole Care Bears movie like, do we like this? Like, it was really
I
embarrassing.
love how your dad was also like, do I like this too?
Well, yeah, and then like I was just at the age where after that the movie dates would be James Bond. After
Yeah, cool.
I was like, we're not doing that again.
That's fun. You get the upgrade. It was always my dad got to go see Starship Troopers or whatever, and I had to
really?
wait. And then when I got to go, with
I'm
the
way
two-
older than you.
Well, I didn't want to say
Just by
anything,
you
but
saying that. Yeah, I'm
John
dying.
will put a chart in here just with the age levels.
Oh, good.
Yeah,
Are you filming the whole thing? Do you put the whole thing online as a film too, as a feature film?
it's gonna be black and white. There's gonna be a lot of
Yeah. So put like a sort of like a heat version of us, like so you can see how hot we are. And,
like an infrared scan.
yeah, with like an age chart behind it. And is there a
Body mass index.
Yeah.
Yeah, we both like mine would be bad too. So
Is this
they
one of
would
those-
both be bad stats for the both of us, like our heart rate and stuff. Like
Is this one of those cameras where you can see the diseases growing in the person, like an X-ray camera?
super macro lens or micro lens or whatever.
Just like too much mayonnaise right here, like it's glowing white.
Just a black light filter you can put on there. That would be awful. Speaking of awful, we usually do a segment here on the Rumors Comedy Cast where we either talk about worst gig, hell gig. And I'll leave it up to you. Worst gig you've done or worst thing someone said to you after a show. Do you have a nightmare story?
Well,
I mean, the week is young.
Most comedians around my area can agree that the Yuck Yucks in London is so bad. So bad.
It's like, that's the...
And I just did I did a weekend there about a month ago, and it was absurd.
to the point.
Like, it was the worst I bombed in like 5-6 years. And I didn't know why. People were there. They were watching the show. They weren't. It's like
That's almost worse than like a drunk crowd where you're, you know...
it's the worst
weird venue.
because, yeah, they're like the Yuck Yucks is in a casino / like maybe there's horse racing there. I don't know. Like in the middle of nowhere of London,
Some sort
Ontario.
of racing, yeah.
And it's a bad neighborhood. It's one of those neighborhoods where, you know, those neighborhoods where you see a guy with like a backwards hat and a hoodie, and you're like, oh, let's ask this young person for directions, and then they turn around and they're like, boom, 58 years old. And you're like, whoa, it's like, are you a person or an old pumpkin, man?
So you're saying they have cool old people in this neighborhood?
Oh, really? Yeah. Really cool.
What up, G?
Really
Like,
cool hip hop crack smoking old people that never want to grow up. But yeah, no, I don't know what the hell it was. But that's not as interesting. It's not as fun a
If
show.
it was
But
bad, then it was bad.
there's been lots of shows where like road gigs where I do shows and all the lights are on and you're in a dining room and you're standing on a carpet and everyone's eating and then you're telling weird jokes. And,
Yeah.
Yeah, I think the worst thing after a show, not much so far.
Yeah,
I'm
that's
lucky.
good.
Yeah.
Do you have on the adverse side of that?
I have
like
had
a
the thing-
crowning achievement show that you were there and you were like, this is it. Like I'm nailing it right now.
Well,
Life
I
is
really
good.
love doing Meltdown in LA because I was on the show with Hannibal and Kyle Kinane and Natasha Leggero, TJ Miller. It's hosted by Kumail and Jonah Ray, and so I was like with all these people that I kind of knew personally, but also like they don't know me that well as a stand-up.
Yeah.
And
That's
I had a
unreal.
killer freaking set. And then Kyle, who I know because we toured together for a while, was telling me that I had the best set of the night.
Oh, that's awesome.
So that was like Ego City.
Yeah.
But then I was also like, I don't know, man, Hannibal. Like
Yeah.
Hannibal for sure destroyed. Like he was amazing.
But you were up
obviously.
there going toe to toe. Like,
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
I think I don't mind doing that at all. I think it's crazy here, like that Canadians not supported as well as the States. I mean, I understand the numbers difference with people and
Yeah.
how little like cool cities there are stretching across the whole country.
It's just a long drive in between them.
That's the thing. Yeah, but like most of my friends that I know that we do comedy all the time were good. No problem in the States.
Yeah.
No problem at all. Yeah, it's always pretty comfy going down there.
Yeah, no, I always want to ask that because I find it interesting, just the difference and the perceived differences and stuff with
I
audiences.
love shows in LA.
Yeah.
Everyone's cool there. Put me on. Got some good connections in New York. Yeah, I mean, sometimes you see guys where you're like, okay, I have to work harder.
Yeah.
I mean, you see that a lot, obviously.
Yeah.
But it also, like, if you're pretty good here in Canada, you're really good down there.
That's awesome.
Because you do it for the love here. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, so you're not doing it to like, oh, I'll do this for a couple years and then get a TV show. You're like, I'll do this forever because I'm insane and I'll never get a show.
Yeah. Wait, what? I can't get a show?
Yeah.
Okay, yeah.
The most you can get is like, oh, I'll play. Hey, I got a role as the guy that flushes the toilet too loud on Mr. D. And then you like have to be like, sorry.
You should watch for Chris on Mr. D as well because he's the guy that flushes.
I'm in one episode last season, but I'll be in a couple more. The new one coming out next year. Yeah.
Awesome. And do you have anything else coming up that you want to talk
And I don't flush the toilet in it, actually.
about? Okay. So the people, it's not ruined for
I've
you.
worked hard enough to get more than flushing a toilet, finally.
Don't undersell yourself.
Yeah.
You would have killed that.
And my Just for Laughs is just out now.
Awesome.
The All Access video, which came out on TV last weekend, but it's also online on the Comedy Network.
Cool. And your podcast, Utopia to Me?
Yeah, a ton of comedians, American and Canadian, have been on it, and we talk about what their perfect utopian world would be like, so it gets pretty insane.
That's awesome.
Pretty easily and fast, yeah.
That's super original and awesome. Check Chris out. He's going to be here all week long. And get at us on Twitter. And get at Chris. What's your Twitter handle?
At Chris Locke Fun. And at Utopia to Me. And the album The World is Embarrassing came out last year. It is. People do say nice things about it. It's on iTunes.
That's his way of saying it's fucking awesome, so go buy it. Thanks for
fun.
tuning in. We'll see you guys next time. Cheers.
Yeah, thanks for having me.
Yeah, thanks
That
a
was
lot,
great.
That was fun.
See ya.
See, John? See? Told you I could do it.
Told ya.
I showed you.